Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. It is Kutamari Karo, and today we are back with a brand new internet historian reaction. I am so excited. It has been a while since he posted the video, but you know, that's kind of his normal. His go-to is to take a while, which is understandable because his videos look like they take a lot of work. This one is called Exploration. Here we go. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, leave a suggestion. I'd love you if you do. Okay, go.
Exploration. Exploration. What is exploration? Ah, no one's climbed this one before. Whee! Where's this moment, vocal? Maybe. Yeah, I used to plow once, but I've given it up. Now I'm more of an explorer. Maybe I should explore my sexuality. What the hell is that? Under the ocean, I'm afraid there's not much to see.
Is that fancy? Is that what it looks like? No, that has to be from like some video game, right? I highly doubt there's any submarines that look like that right now.
First things first, a little bit of admin.
Yes.
Happy Pride Month.
Happy Pride Month, thank you.
Pride Month is over.
Let you know.
By the time you upload this.
Of you, my friend, I'm going to avoid using any homophobic slurs for the rest of the month.
Maybe just for the next 10 minutes.
Look, I'm still going to say them, but I just won't say them with as much vitriol. How about
Oh
that?
my god.
I'll pull a Tazonde and pull away from the mic to say them.
Oh my god, that reference.
Can you
So
imagine
dated.
that? Like, we're just having a chat, and then you just hear, like, a quiet slur.
Just off in the distance. Right. What, did you say something?
No.
Nope.
No, I didn't.
And of course you've got your Discord set up so that like it's so sensitive that it picks up even the small. That's a very funny idea.
All right, what did you actually want to talk about?
Hawaii. Never been to Hawaii. Don't really want to go, to be
In a
honest.
couple months. When
I'm
you
not
look at that
a
on the
big
map.
beach
Oh,
person.
boy, those dudes be out there. I feel like in general that would be quite a relaxing living for the last several thousand years. Just chilling, eating fish and fucking coconuts and stuff.
Yeah, I think it was fairly brutish as well. Like, Captain Cook, he died in Hawaii, I'm pretty sure.
Oh yeah, he got run over by a Toyota Corolla.
Yeah, that's right. And he got killed by the locals. And one of the reasons for that was they became very scared of the Europeans because this was their second voyage over. And the first time, someone went on the ship sick. They go, guys, does anyone have a cold? Does anyone have a flu? Serious, you can't come if you got to be sick. No,
Just like traveling with COVID.
Allergies. It's just the sea air, all right. And then they brought him along, and then he sneezed on one of the locals, and then 90% of the people died.
Just ran up and sneezed on him.
And then he went back to England or whatever. And in the meanwhile, the Hawaiians are going, what the heck? They put a curse on us. And then Captain Cook shows up again.
Oh, is that what they thought it was?
Last time they had coconut bras, they had coconut cocks.
Coconut music.
Yeah, they didn't have horses, but they would clap the coconut halves together. Grass skirt, loving it. Especially when there was a strong breeze.
Hawaiian shirts.
Moana on TV. And anyway, they were loving it. And then all of a sudden they see the natives and they're running up, and this time they got spears. And they're going, what's going on?
Hey, what the hell, man? Pretty sure I heard something different. That doesn't seem right.
Were you calling me a liar?
I don't know. I heard something different.
Yeah, hold on, let me Google.
What happened to Captain Cook in
Look, I found these
Hawaii?
ladies. They will be the arbiters of the whole thing.
Cook is, horrible because he brought disease. He's not terribly important. The best thing about him is that
The voice sounds very familiar.
Oh, don't let it
The
go.
best thing about him is that we killed him.
Very nice.
I'm glad we are.
Cook took his diseases to the Maoris, to the Tahitians, whatever. We can stay. We Hawaiians took care of this problem here. We killed Cook.
They didn't know about germ theory. He didn't know.
What?
This lady didn't give us any.
That's such a
substantial
weird flex.
So we consulted Wikipedia as to what actually happened. Okay, so here's what happened. So Cook, right? He returns, and it's not just him. There's other people with him. They return to Hawaii,
Yep.
and they need to do repairs because their ship, the mast is broken. While they're doing that, there's a series of thefts from Cook's camp. It says here that they stole iron tongs and baskets.
Oh.
So
Well,
it's
you can't
like,
go
it's
anywhere
the
without them
usual stuff,
baskets.
You gotta keep that in the vault.
The real high value items.
So they put up with the thieving and the pinching for a while, but then, so they've got these boats, right? So they park them in the ocean. You don't want to get too close to the beach. You don't want to get stuck on the shore.
Oh,
so you then
sure.
take these little boats all the way to the shore, and they're called cutters. At one point, they discovered, hey, someone's stolen one of our little boats. So
At this
the
point,
next
just
day,
go home
Cook
if they
and
keep
about
stealing
10 of his
from
dudes,
you.
They march ashore, right?
Find
And
another
they go up
place to
the
stay.
Hawaiian king, and his name is like Tariabu. And they go, you come in with us,
Tariabu.
fella. We're going to take you as a hostage, and then we're going to force the natives to return the boat, please.
Why don't you just
Also,
take the
I want
boat?
those tongs back. And that basket.
And also, how did you possibly get past our security to steal the tongs?
But in the chaos, when they're trying to take the king, a Hawaiian chief shows up.
Okay.
and his
Why
name
is he
like
doing the
Tariabu.
little peace sign, the hang tight
to kill.
sign? Oh my god.
Real bad timing on his part.
Damn.
Things have escalated from tongs and boats to murder.
I like to
Yeah,
imagine he
that's
just
too
pops into
much.
the hut like, oh, hey guys, what's happening here? Bang! just real wrong place, wrong time.
I got those 10 Hawaiian pizzas you ordered. So the natives, they get angry.
Understandably.
Yeah.
Cook and his crew, they take off running. They're going back for the longboats.
Yep.
They're like, we got to get out of there. We got to get off this island. We've made a big mistake.
Yep.
Huge. And then while they're pushing their boats into the water, Cook and the crew are attacked by the natives.
Oh, is the one gonna get 'em?
Now, they're fighting, and it's like, it's all in slow motion. And Cook turns around, he shoots and he kills a native warrior. At that point, he is then struck with a wooden club, and then someone stabs him with an iron dagger.
Real,
Oh.
like level 1 goblin items. He took a collective 12 damage from that.
Cook
Oh my
then
God.
fell down, and he, along with 4 other
Freaking Metal
soldiers,
Gear.
were never seen again by the men who escaped back to the Resolution, which is the big ship. And then they like weirdly preserved his body and did a whole bunch of things. We can't show the images; it's very
Oh.
gruesome. I think
What did they do to him?
Yeah, at least once he was dead.
It's hard to be angry at a body, I guess.
Yeah, interesting.
That is, yeah, okay, that's very different to what I was led to believe. I would like to know how this other chief was shot and killed. Well, I suppose the instigating event
Was
was
the
theft,
tongs.
but that definitely escalated
The
it
poor
a little bit.
tongs.
Like, how do you...
Well,
I'm
the chief
sorry.
might have attacked him or something.
Okay, yeah, if it was a self-defense, then that would make a bit more sense.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry to the editor who has to proofread all the nonsense that I've, like, all the nonsense and half-truths.
Yeah, things that we've like overheard in a fever dream. When
Yeah, like vague, heard half of at a pub because
when
they...
we're in the club, or we're in like, somewhere cool.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Me just with an ear to a glass at the toilet stall and the kebab shop, and I'm just like, yeah, that's a good fact.
Yeah,
I'm loving that.
I'm gonna
yeah,
put
yeah,
that's
what,
going
what else happened?
right in the brain, right in the memory hole for later. They're gonna love this one.
Ad time.
Oh
No,
no.
man.
Oh my god. Why does he still look like that?
But I'm innocent. And just so you learn a lesson, here's 4 additional months. Welcome to my life. In Schnorr-Schnack. It's hell in here. They track your every move.
Prisoners, it's time
Why is
for
his hand
cookies.
like
I
right
hope you'll
there?
Accept them.
There's no privacy in this jail at all. It's like a goddamn prison.
We have trackers all over this
It
prison,
is a prison.
and we're going to use that to collect data and sell it to marketers. But someone here has been using a VPN, and I have a suspicion of who it is.
I'll never
The one
let
with
out
it written
my
all over
crew.
his body.
Warden,
Have it your way, then.
just let me out, Warden. You don't have to make this such a huge deal. Wait a minute. Something in my prison wallet.
Why does he have a prison wallet?
If you ever
What the
find
fuck
yourself
is
in the hole, use
Look at
this.
that.
Saley eSIM.
The Saley eSIM gives you 20 gigabytes of mobile data, which you can use anywhere in the world. And then you pair
Oh.
it with the NordVPN app, and then you're totally anonymous as well, and you can pretty much go anywhere and do
Oh,
it.
that's cool. I never knew that was a
Gift when
thing.
you sign up to NordVPN.
Hello? Nord 24 hours support hotline? I'm in solitary, and I'm feeling very alone right now.
Where did he go? Impossible.
Come with me.
I can't. I belong here. But where are you gonna go, kid?
With Nord's thousands of servers around the globe, anywhere but here.
Final call for the flight. All passengers please line up by the gate.
Not leaving so soon, are you?
Huh?
Oh
Changed
my
my
god.
mind about jail. Saley man, I sentence you to a life sentence with me. Naughty Dufresne was never seen again by authorities. But he went on to commit many, many more crimes. So we get NordVPN today with nordvpn.com/incognito. Get a huge deal on a 2-year plan plus 4 extra months. And when you sign up using my link, you get a free eSIM with Saley. Hey, that's pretty good.
The ocean scares me. I don't understand why anyone
Would
would
you
want to
live
go
at
out
the
to the
bottom of the
ocean.
ocean?
Absolutely not. Not even. I
No.
don't even want to think about it. No.
Right?
First, I played Bioshock 1 and 2. That seems like an awful idea. It'd be fun to visit, maybe. But
I'd quite like to live under the ocean.
really.
Oh, that is a real
Sounds really
thing.
neat, you know.
I thought that
live
was
in
fake.
A big glass semicircle.
You have like a
You sandy
chute, like a
cheeks.
window that just opens up and just fish pour in, you close it, and that's your dinner. I just like to imagine like some like 1950s housewife just opening up the windows to get some air in and just, like, the fish flopping. The apple pie on the windowsill just gets obliterated.
Now, I want to show you this because I saw this the other day and I thought it was
Natural
very neat.
World
Okay, so this is a
Facts.
very cool channel. It's called Natural World Facts, right? And this particular video is on brine pools. And so what happens is, at the bottom of the ocean, there are different
Oh my God.
levels of salinity, and sometimes you end up with these pockets of
It's cool but
exceedingly
creepy at the same
salty
time.
water. And they're usually filled with like sulfur and lots of other bad stuff
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, right.
So it's like, oh, this guy's, you know, here's this crab, and he's loving it, and look at all
Yeah.
these muscles.
Oh, you'd be stoked.
Absolutely. And then there's a pool over here, and somehow it's breached its wall, and then it's just slid downhill, and it spills out like a river running through the bottom of the ocean across the sea floor. And it just finds like its lowest point, right? Because it's heavier than the rest of the water.
Yeah, right. Yeah, yeah.
And there's all these like oysters that are like, it's great being down here. I'm loving this.
Look at those idiots up there stuck in the brine pool, unlike us. Downhill chads.
Food's falling down here all the time. We're getting big and fat and we love it.
The downhill chad versus the brine pool virgin.
And then it's like, hey, what's that? What's that smell? Is it getting darker? 5 seconds later, he's like, I can't get out of the way. I can't get out of the way. And they just get devastated.
So it really is like the Goo Lagoon and SpongeBob.
Oh
like
my
how
God.
They have water.
Oh yeah,
It's
that does
it's
make
the
sense.
sequel to
Yes.
water. There's water inside water.
Yeah.
It's crazy that it is just so much darker. Like in a fantasy game,
Are those
that would
crabs
be
dead?
The void or the dark evil that seeps across the land.
Look at these stupid fish. Like, they can see it's just death incarnate. And then,
What's down here?
oh, I'm dying. I'm dying. I'm dead.
Yeah,
Well,
fish are
maybe
stupid. I think
they
if
don't wanna
had
go on
eyebrows, we'd
anymore.
Feel bad for them,
Right.
but they don't. So like, if
Yeah.
you saw someone like throw a puppy off a cliff,
Oh my
you'd
God.
feel
That's a
horrible.
stuffed animal.
But, like,
That's a
shooting
stuffed.
fish off a cliff. That would honestly be one of the funniest things I've ever seen. They're so alien looking. They can't emote that you don't really feel bad for them. I feel like being a fish is literally the worst animal you could roll.
Yeah.
Because like, at least if you're a land mammal, you can at least see the world around you.
Right.
Fish is like, you can see at most 2 to 5 meters in front of you.
Yeah, you got your eyes at the side of your head.
At any point, you can just get 5 notes.
I still feel bad eating fish when you can still see their
Of
faces.
which there is like infinite.
I won't do it
amounts
if you can see their
Like,
face.
oh, wow, look, a tasty morsel. That thing looks delicious. So I go and I take a little bite. Oh my God, something's falling on my face. You know what? You might pull a cool trick and somehow you might get loose of the line and you go,
But then you got a ripped
that wasn't
out
a
piece
tasty
of your
morsel at all.
face.
I got tricked. Oh, there's something in my mouth. and you've just got the hook now there forever. It's like, there's something between my teeth. Steve, could you get this?
Could you imagine just having, even just the idea of like something between your teeth and you can't do anything about it? Imagine, then just having like a piece of shrapnel in your face that's just stuck there. And not only do you not have the capability of removing it, nobody you know does.
And no one feels any sympathy either. At best, you get you got a new piercing.
Yeah. Damn, Jeff's gone metal, huh?
Well, I think it's because no matter what, the fish's life ends in a brutal and violent way.
Yes.
There is no fish retirement.
The fish grows old and grey and slumps off from the herd to die a peaceful life amongst the trees and...
Hold my fin.
I see the light. No, it's getting eaten, torn apart. Your cheek's getting pulled by a rod. You're getting dissolved by stomach acid alongside 500 other fish in the whale's guts.
Poor fishy fish.
In saltier water. There's no good out.
No.
For a fish. The idea of being a
terrible
fish
way
is
to
like,
go,
you're in, like, the
damn.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre 24/7.
Every direction they turn around, everything is the chainsaw.
You're literally running 24/7, except you've also got 2 extra axes to deal with because a fish could come from above or below too.
Yeah, I didn't even think of that.
You can't like hide behind a bush. I guess you could hide in some rocks on the seabed, and also visibility.
That's to be a horrible
unless you're in
life.
crystal clear waters.
And there's no way that they're
like
not weirded
everything's
out by
trying
the
to kill
deep-sea fish
you.
either. Like, they must be looking at something.
Everything.
Like, they look fucking weird.
But you reckon they're like, it's like they can't bring it up. So like,
Yeah, I like that. Yeah. They're just like, the little fish kids. They go, no, don't be insensitive. Hey.
This is
it's like when a child sees like a disabled person and starts like pointing at them or whatever, and just like, no, that's just how they are. It's okay.
would not do Mount Everest
Would you
either.
like climb a mountain?
That's too fucking scary.
I'd walk up one. I would never do Everest. There's like a
Never.
pretty high percentage
Never,
chance
never,
you
never,
don't get
never,
out there.
I
never.
just don't see the appeal. You got to take like 3 weeks off work.
Yeah, there's a good chance you'll just die in one of the worst ways, like either getting crushed or rolling down a hill or falling down a crevasse and breaking your leg and just starving to death. Like, there's innumerable ways you could die. I'm sure the view is spectacular.
I don't think it is. I think you can barely see anything.
That's what I'm saying. But even what you see is like when it's something like this, like the image you have there, it's like, you just see more snowy rocks.
Yeah,
it's not like you
mountains.
climb to the top of a nice hill and Yellowstone Valley.
There's no nice restaurant up there.
No, exactly. You're not uncovering like a hidden lagoon or valley or something. And especially like Mount Everest as well. You're doing it with like 600,000 other people. So it's like, I've heard during peak time of the year, it's literally like a conga line to the top of the mountain. So it's not even like you're like a bold explorer going where no one's gone.
Oh damn! So you're with a lot of people though.
Someone,
That would make it a little bit more easier.
One of those like guys who says they can like control their body temperature. I'm not kidding. I think a guy did do that. Is it? Yeah, it's Wim Hof. I thought it was him. The Iceman says he's able to like regulate his body temperature and shit.
There must be something to it if he can.
Yeah.
If he didn't die.
You'd be pissed off, wouldn't you? Like,
oh my god,
you've spent several $1,000s at Kathmandu.
How is that even
getting yourself
possible?
out, and you just see some guy.
Yeah, it feels like you're way topping everybody.
It's already impressive to climb to the top, and now he's like doing it even better than you. Come on, man, at least let me have this. Wasn't Dark Souls, you can pick your class and you can be like, is it depraved or something? You're just in your...
Oh, yeah,
he's just combat rolling to the top of the mountain.
Bookshop. I love going to the bookstore and just like checking out the new books.
What I explored.
Okay.
I explored the bookshop on the weekend.
That's like a mental exploration.
I used to have a lot of books. Like a lot of books.
You seem well read.
I'm not particularly well-bred. Well-read. But what happened was, I used to buy books for $1.
Sure.
Very quickly, I accumulated a lot of books. And anyway,
mass print
I
stuff
moved
like Penguin
to
Classic,
one place as a
Amazon, nothing
flutter.
valuable.
And then I moved to another place. They got kind of left to the elements, and so much dust got in there. So I went full 1930s mode. And I had a fire in the backyard. I had a book burning. And I thought, I'm just going to start the collection again. And so this weekend, I went to the bookstore and I got some better books. Some books.
$2.
I got some books with pictures.
For comics or like children's books.
So they've got a whole aisle now dedicated to manga.
I think
It's been like that for a while.
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna.
It's not brand new.
This is about. And so they had these books on like Junji Ito, and I thought, yeah, it's quite spooky. I like spooky stories.
Oh yeah, he's good. Yep.
So I got a couple of those. I'm wandering around, and
Is Tommy
I
a
get to
Junji
the, like,
Ito?
mystical aisle, and I thought, oh, this would be funny. I'll buy her story and like a book on witchcraft. And when people come around and visit, I'll like leave it on the coffee table. And I'll tell people that her story is really into this stuff.
All dog-eared with like a bookmark in it. And...
Yeah, yeah. So I'm in that sort of aisle, and there's a whole bunch of tarot cards there.
Oh.
Yeah, let's have a look at that. So I
fun.
look at those. I pick it up, and the box feels very light. I mean, oh, that's weird. And it says on a sticker,
Please see at
please
the
see at
front.
the counter. They can't trust tarot cards in the store regular. Interesting. So I went to the front counter, and I bought my couple of books, and I said to the lady, "Why are all the tarot cards behind the counter?" And she goes, "There's so much shoplifting of tarot cards. It's like the most
really?
stolen thing in the whole store."
What?
Wow.
I would never expect
I would not
that.
have picked that.
No, I wouldn't have either. I thought that was so interesting. And I said, "So what's number 2?" And then she points down at my book. She goes, "I've got a copy of Berserk up the back, and we don't even keep it at the front counter.
Yeah.
We keep it in the store."
That does not surprise me because I've tried to buy the first edition of Berserk because I'm like, I want to read this, but it's never anywhere. And I just
Yeah.
assumed, it's so popular that it's sold out. But that makes way more sense than just Shanghaiing it.
Hey, yeah. She also said, like, well, the reason that the tarot cards are stolen so often is because they're so easy to resell.
Oh.
Oh.
Sure. Would stealing them not imbue them with some dark energy, or does that like activate their powers? Now, ironically, if the store actually used the tarot cards, they would know that they're about to get stolen.
Yeah, it's like how no one steals a Ouija board because you always see it coming.
It's funny how recent Ouija boards are.
Yeah, I've heard it's Parker Brothers thing. isn't
Yeah,
it?
it was just some goofy board game from like the 60s.
Got questions? Don't be left in the dark. New glow-in-the-dark Ouija.
It'd be like if Mousetrap turned out to be haunted or something.
Oh yeah, no, I like that. It's like, whatever
That would
you
be
do,
more
do
scary.
not go seeking the cheese. It's I regret it. Do you remember the Mousetrap ad?
It's
This
a
is
crazy
only for
contraption.
Yes.
Wait,
No.
They play those every Saturday morning.
Something action, the crazy contraption,
contraption,
the
the
fun is
catching its Mousetrap.
Fuck.
what they should have for the tarot cards, they're plated in such a way that you just want to steal them. Even if you have no interest in stealing tarot cards, you're like, oh, I could fully take that so easily. But you do, and then all of a sudden you start hearing like clinks and dinks of small ball bearings rolling around. A giant plastic cage.
Oh my
lands
god,
on
it's
top of it.
Mousetrap.
I don't know how that works with OSHA, but I reckon we could get pushed through.
Old video games. I love old video games.
Old video games, especially old online games, are very creepy in a very liminal space kind of way.
That's true.
You know, the graphics are all like very outdated, and you'll be playing games where there'll be the implication of a wider world, but there's you just know, and the reality is there's nothing there. Like, if I could just jump over this wall, I'm in a void.
Like you're playing Pokemon or something, and you actually manage to move the track.
Yes,
Yeah.
Pokemon.
And you step into the door.
Yeah, and you go inside, right? And it's like a liminal space, which is very
Oh my
scary.
god.
Yeah.
And it's
Oh my
like
god.
a cave.
No.
You're expecting to encounter Doug Trio and Zubats, but
Yep.
instead it's nothing. As I walked through the cave, it got darker and darker, and I started to notice some strange things.
Oh
There
my
were
god.
skeletons. What's the?
Why
what's
are you fighting the
it's called
skeletons?
Pokemon Death Black? Or
No, it
like,
has to be
Yeah,
called
there is like a horror
Pokemon
version. Yeah, something like that.
Pokemon.
There is a fan made
excuse
game
me,
like that.
Pokemon Grey, actually, that's kind of cool. That's a liminal color.
is there like an adjective we can throw on it? Like,
No.
like morbid, gray,
I feel Pokemon Grey. I feel
green.
like Pokemon Kill Your Parents Orange.
Where is this going?
I got, wait, I got it.
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
The weird thing was, the man at the EB Games insisted that this was the best version. It's weird though. Never seen that man working there before.
When he spoke backwards and in tongues. He just sounded angry, so I just shrugged. Fucking hell, it's perfect.
I walk up to one of the corpses and push A, expecting a dialogue box to open up, and one did. But it was
said
blank, 'cause
nothing.
The programmers had forgotten to type anything in, and that was when it happened. The Pokemon battle music started playing,
But backwards.
and
my
it
God.
distorted.
Eventually,
It's gonna summon
I
a
came to
demon or
crossroads.
something.
I could either go left or right. So I turned right, and as I got to the end of that path, there was another intersection. So I turned right. Eventually, I got tired. I went onto the dark net. And I started, what's going on? And then someone finally replied,
Just go on the
"Never
dark net.
Go left." Luckily till then, I had only ever gone right. And the username was just
H3LP.
Help me.
I logged back onto my Game Boy. I turned left. That's when it
Why? Somebody just told you not to,
I
and you're gonna
blacked
do it
out.
anyways.
in the game.
You deserve
and in
it.
real life. I woke up the next day and I went outside. I was suddenly in the cave in real life. I yelled out into the cave, "Hello? Is anybody there?"
But all I heard back was echoes. As time went on though, the echoes started to become more distorted.
Oh my
It was
god.
surreal. It was more than surreal. It was liminal.
My dad's gonna kill me.
They've always got their priorities wrong.
I came across several piles of bones.
I bent down over one of the skeletons and I saw in its pocket a journal. I opened the journal and I read the first page.
They always have
It said,
journals.
"I'm so happy. Today I just bought my copy of Pokemon Gray."
So all this was written down in a journal.
I flipped through the pages and then I found it. They said they found the truck too. They went into the cave as well. And now they're saying that they're lost in the cave.
Oh my god.
This person's style of writing
Sounds like
was
every
familiar.
other creepypasta.
God.
But
My
it's so
suspicions were
funny.
confirmed when I got to the final page. All that it was hundreds and hundreds of
Don't
scratches
turn
that said,
left.
"Don't go left."
Then I saw it. They signed their name at the bottom of their last journal entry. H3LPM3.
That's when I realized it was saying. I walked around in the game a little bit more until I saw the first human figure I'd seen in this cave in the
Ash
game.
Ketchum.
I started to get closer to Ash Ketchum, but it wasn't usual. He was 18 feet tall, and his limbs were all very lanky, not like in the cartoons. Instead of, "I want to be the best," he said, "I want to kill everybody."
And as his face got closer, it was like my vision was overcome with TV static.
Oh my god.
And I blacked out. When I woke up, I was in a strange new place. It was
It looks
still
like you're in the
cave,
same place,
but
still
in
a
the
cave.
distance, I could see lights like those of a hospital room. There was a hospital bed in the cave.
Why?
Ash Ketchum was in the hospital bed. I went over there to see what was going on.
Why would
And
you
as
go
I
there
got
after he just
right
attacked
next to
you?
Ash, I realized he's been in a coma the whole time. Wait a minute. I had seen a theory about this.
That's when I looked back again, and I realized
What was it?
Ash had my face. One of his mouths just opened and it played like the garbled, creepy Pokemon cries.
Because we've done that 8 times. We can't do that.
But what if we did it at 9?
Static. He can't open his mouth and more static comes out like this.
I blinked, and now I was in the bed, looking up. But I was no longer in the cave.
I was in the hospital. I had just woken up,
my
and my
God.
parents were around me. They said that I fainted.
I was looking around for my Game Boy Color. I couldn't see it anywhere.
You're in the damn hospital. Why are you looking for a
It's
Game
at
Boy?
home, But we haven't even bought you a single game to play in it yet.
You've been playing an empty Game Boy the whole time.
This experience shook me to my core. My dad and mum both reassured me that everything will be alright. Anyway, this might be my last journal entry for a few weeks. Me and my parents are going to go on holiday tomorrow to visit New York City. Thanks everyone. Dated September 10th, 2001.
Jesus Christ, that's so sick. A few weeks later, I was at a cafe out with my girl when all of a sudden I looked across the table and what I saw, it shocked me to my core. The guy from EB Games is just like there, like Michael Caine giving like a knowing nod at the end of that.
Yeah. It's like a pedestrian walks past and he's gone.
That's it. Yeah. Or it's got to be like a suspenseful thing, like, uh-oh, think of what the ramifications for the whole world will be. So, over the years, I've tried to put that all behind me, keep it out of my memory. Maybe it really was all just a dream.
Oh my God.
One day, I was browsing the Pirate Bay.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Someone had uploaded the ROM, Pokémon Void Black.
You forgot the name.
Downloaded
30 million?
times.
Or billion?
I
Billion.
clicked on it, and the description was just an assy art picture of Ash Ketchum's face in the bed. Exactly how I
Why?
remember it.
Why?
I ran downstairs. I knew
Why?
my dad liked to use the Pirate Bay. I went into his study. I burst through the door. Don't play that.
Why is his
round.
dad using
When I
Pirate
opened
Bay?
the door to his office, there was just a chair, an empty pile of clothes, and the ROM was open. He had gone to a liminal space, and I would never see him again.
All I heard was that familiar beat. Beep, 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 beep.
Thanks again to NordVPN. Don't forget to get a huge deal on our 2-year plan.
Oh my God. I can't stop. Oh my God, that was so much fun. I always love when they do that stupid. Their stories. Their stories are just so entertaining. They're so crazy. They're always like right on the spot. I don't care that he takes a while to upload. They're just always they're so good. If you have any suggestions, remember to leave them down below. Thanks for spending time with me today, and I'll see you guys later. Bye.